Hello everyone, this is Edgar with Red Ribbon Recordings once again, and this is part 2 of my playthrough of Red Dead Redemption. Um, yeah, last time we did the introduction, we did Exodus America and then like some, the second mission, second and third I believe, can't remember quite what it was, but yeah, let's continue on. Don't forget, ladies and gents, if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, and share, because we are a small channel trying to grow. So help us out by hitting the like button and sharing with your friends. Let us know what you think. And we need to sleep, because we do not need to be bothering Bonnie at... what time is it? Do not need to be bothering Bonnie at fucking 12:30 in the morning. No, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Oh, actually, before I go, fun fact about this horse. So, this horse right here is actually something that you get for having the Game of the Year edition. It's this right here, like this is the deed right here. It's called the War Horse. In Red Dead Redemption 2, at the beginning of the game, I think like in Chapter 2, John has a horse. It's a black horse with white hair just like this one, and its name is Old Boy. So I think it's kind of cool that they brought that back in Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, just a little nod at like, you know, the old game. And this saddle looks very similar to the one that you get online if you have like the legendary edition of the game, but I might be wrong about the editor. Throw up an image and let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, let's go to bed and let's go see Bonnie in the morning. Mimi's time. Let's see. I'm gonna save over my old save. I don't need to be going back to that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Obviously in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can customize, you know, your outfits, you know, like literally everything. And this one, obviously you can't, but you can change. It's kind of like the old Grand Theft Auto, where like in the old Grand Theft Autos, like, you know, you just got like a whole outfit. You weren't able to customize it, you know, from like top to bottom. But in this game, you basically, you know, just have to do some challenges to get them. Like right here, for example, says, you know, search Coots Chapel, you know, and there's different things for the different outfits, and there's different things that you have to do to trigger them. Some of them you unlock just by progressing in the story, but I think right now I'm gonna be changing John's outfit here later, you know, just for pure aesthetics, you know, because I'm an immersion aesthetic guy. I say, even though, you know, I do the stupid combat like this, but, you know, fuck off, David, whoever's commenting on this. I know one of the guys on the channel is probably going to be giving me shit about that, but it's fine. Anyway, let's get on with it. See what Bonnie's got for us this morning. Obstacles in our path.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Shit, I'm going to beat this bitch. I'm going to take all her money.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Run your pockets. Put your house on the line. I got you right now. I say this, but again, horse riding on this, pretty dated. So we'll see how it goes.
Let's go!
So in this game, the blue bar right there on the left on the mini map, that's your stamina bar, right? and it can run out if you just keep spamming the A button. But a pattern that I found that works for me, and I found this online a long time ago, is just 1 2 3 stop, 1 2 3 stop, just repeatedly, just little intervals
On
like
the
that.
count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go!
I don't think there was any
you're not
horse
gonna be
drift
a
on this one.
gentleman
I couldn't
about
really get your
this.
horse.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
See right here, 1 2 3 hold, 1 2 3 hold,
Come on.
1 2 3 hold, and you just race it. Ooh! I say this, and look at my stamina in there.
See you soon!
So it's 1 2 3, 1 2 3.
Come on. I bet you're starting to regret your brave
1
words,
2 3.
Miss McFarland.
1 2 3. Also, in this game, horses go a lot
Are you saving the
faster
best for last?
if you stick to the paths and trails. And I think it just said that up there on the
Yeah.
top left corner.
Would you like me to slow down? Let's go.
There's also horse spawning in this game. Not to the
This sure
extent that there
beats
was in
milking
Red Dead
cows.
Redemption 2. But what is it? Basically, like after you've had your horse for so long, and like either you run so many steps or you've had it for so long, the stamina goes up. And basically,
How
it
you
says,
doing
the
back
horse
there?
trusts you more, and like they'll react less to gunshots. But it's not like you can interact with your horse and like, talk to it or holster your guns in it or whatever. Which I'm glad they
Yeah.
brought that to Red Dead
Should I wait
Redemption 2.
for you to catch up?
I don't want to talk like I'm shitting on this game because
Why
I'm
don't
not. Like,
I
this
lead
game
the
was
way?
amazing for what it was at the time. But obviously, Red Dead Redemption 2
Let's go, Miss
brought a lot
McFarland.
of quality, quality of life.
I have got you
improvements.
now!
Seems like that deer's got us. Mr. McFarland,
Don't
so.
you worry!
So right now what I'm doing, the pattern is 1 2 3 hold, 1 2 3 hold, 1 2 3 hold,
Come on.
and that seems to be working for me right now. And this is one of the faster horses in the game, so we're kind of cheating right now. But I mean, it's not our fault. This is what Rockstar gave us for having Game of the Year edition, so fucking we'll run with it. Because normally I think like if you start the just the vanilla game, you get like just a generic generic like brown
Let's
turkey
go.
or something like that. But yeah, it's also crazy. In this game, like a Turkoman, not really a crazy good horse, but in Red Dead 2, it's one of the better horses in the game. I don't know, it's just crazy to me just how some of these things are. It's like Rockstar like educated themselves on everything, including horses.
Whoa!
Okay, I thought he glitched and I didn't win that. God damn.
That was fun.
Sure.
You should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
God, man. See again, like, see how he was leaning there? He was just smoking. That's just one of those little things, again, that just get me. Like, come on, man. Like, I love being able to do it. Like, why can't I just do that? Why can't I just walk up to this thing and just lean on it? You know what I mean? Like in Red Dead 2, you could do, little things like that. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on this game. I'm not. I love this game to death, and for the time, it was impressive. I loved everything about it. Yeah. So let me show you the map real quick. So this is our map. As you can see, like, this is what it's gonna look like. It's just black and white the entire time. It's a little bland, but it's cool. It's supposed to be like an old Western looking map. But anyway, as you progress through this map and like you do things, you'll eventually start to see little drawings of certain I think animals and like flowers that show up in the map. And some of these areas will actually become labeled. Like, see, for example, this right here. This is Pike's Basin. And it's supposed to be like a gang hideout. And eventually that'll have like a marking on it or whatever. What I liked to do, and what makes it a lot easier, because there's actually an achievement for discovering the entirety of the map. If you go to, let me pull it up again. If you go to these little markers here, this is just the general store. They sell like actual little like parchments of map, I think, or like fragments. I forget what they're called. But basically, it'll discover the entirety of the area for you, and it'll mark a lot of more things on your map.
If you
It's a
need
lot
something,
easier than having
I
to
can
go
order.
out and like, you know, map everything by
mister.
hand.
I
Here it
got
is.
nothing but good, honest
Hennigan's
profit.
Stead, like, you know, that little icon right there, that'll tell you that. And then the survivalist maps, those are more for like flowers and whatnot. You can use them to like craft stuff, because I think this game came out around
I don't mind a little.
2010, like, you know, the early 10s, you know, when like every fucking game had to have crafting, you know, The Last of Us and like all this other stuff that was coming out at the time. Yeah. I can't. There's a particular pattern that I like to do these missions in, because right now we just damn it, press and select open the map. I'm playing too much Assassin's Creed. There's a particular pattern that I like to do these in, because I think if we finish the Bonnie storyline, like the Bonnie line right now, we can get a lasso, which is good because I think in this one, like, we can capture someone alive, and I like to capture him alive because it gives you more fame and more honor that way. And I'm trying to go for an honorable route here. So I think we're going to do the Bonnie ones, and that should give us the lasso, I believe. Think so. How much money do we have, by the way? We have $0. And there's no money in here. Let's see. Journal. This right here, this will just keep track of like the brief section just keeps track of, like, you know, form of dialogue. You can all see it right there. Challenges. You unlock these by accidentally stumbling into one. Like, the most common way to do it is, like, you'll be out hunting and you'll kill like a jackrabbit, and it'll open up the hunting challenge for you, or like you'll pick a flower and it'll pick the survivalist challenge for you and whatnot, or combat and whatnot. It's, you just kind of stumble in. And then this keeps track of your stranger quest. Strangers is just basically Red Dead Redemption's way of saying side missions. We'll eventually run into one and I'll show you. But there's little question mark icons. You know, kind of like how there's the letters for each character. There's little question mark icons, and you go to those, and those are stranger missions. And there's some that are exclusive to. There's some that are exclusive early on in the game. You can miss out on them. So, the fuck did that just? Okay, rendering distance, I guess. But there's some that will only be available early on in the game. If you progress too far, you can miss them. So, you wanna. It just depends on you. I might do them all. I'm not sure yet. I'll gotta talk with the rest of the team and see what they think. But yeah, you can miss them if you progress too far in the game. So you gotta watch out for that. Oop, move the mic there a little bit. Sorry.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat, come on!
Kept bumping into my mic there, I'm sorry. Alrighty. Haven't driven a wagon in this game in a long time. Let's see how it goes.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
Oh god,
I have
dogs,
you to
get out of the
thank
way,
for
get
that,
out of the way,
miss.
get out of the
So do
way!
tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are
If this
two
was Red Dead
theories
2, that guy would've
arguing
gone
with
flying.
women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
It's crazy, like, it feels like I'm getting to Armadillo pretty quickly right now. But back in the day, it felt like it was taking me a while. I don't know.
I think it's kind of funny I found you
I'll tell you in a
dying
second.
on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we
God.
were friends, Miss McFarland.
He's fucking...
Oh,
They're
please.
running into me.
Now
I'm not
who's
doing
being
anything.
funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
So as I was saying, like, this little trip to Armadillo, like, to me back in the day, it felt like it took a little bit. But now it feels like I'm getting there really quickly. I don't know if it's just because I played this game so much.
You never
or, like,
did tell me where you
just my love
live.
for it or whatever.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. He kind of fell in laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire
Lumbago.
livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
Hey there.
Kind of wanted to take my time on that, right? Because there's a little bit more
So this is
dialogue
Armadillo.
that he mentions, but
Manhattan it is not.
not trying
But
to
it
bore
does
you
okay
guys.
for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Yeah, so again, that trip, like, it felt like it was a lot shorter. I swear, man, like, so I don't know what the illusion of the scaling is, or I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but like, this map felt a lot bigger back in the day. I don't know. It's strange.
How can I help you?
Obviously, as time goes on, you know, games get smaller. You know, I mean, games get bigger. You know, so like these games are, you know, I mean, I literally just downloaded this today in like fucking 10 minutes. When like back in the day, it would have taken me like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe longer, depending on my internet.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
And there it is. So, what is it? As you progress in this game, you also earn honor and fame. And she mentioned taking a coach back to the ranch later. Which the little exclamation mark you see on the map right there, those are the stage coaches, and those are basically like taxis. You can enjoy the ride, you know, sit there the whole time, you know, like you would in GTA, or you can just skip the ride and, you know, instantly be there. There's also mini games that you can play, like there's Five Finger Fillet, there's also poker, just like the little thing is telling us. So you can even go watch like an old-timey movie if you wanted to. And yeah, Armadillo is pretty much going to be like our main base of operations, I guess you could say. Yeah, like this is where we're going to be doing a lot of our shopping and a lot of our mission doing at the time. Like this is like the town right now. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Let's see, what should we do first? So I think we still don't have any money. Oh, going back to the whole fame and like honor thing. People react to you differently. Like eventually, like, you know, you'll get so famous, you know, like, you know, you'll be walking by and like, you know, people will say, "Oh, Mr. Marston," or something like that. You know, like they'll call you by your name. And some people, you know, they'll give you like free gifts. Like I think eventually, like you get to a point where you have like really high honor, really high fame, a nun actually finds you, and you got to be on the lookout for her. Like if you see a nun, because she'll actually give you a very useful item that's kind of rare and a lot of people miss. She gives you a rosario, my bad. And the rosario, what it does is it decreases the accuracy of your enemies, so you'll be able to dodge bullets a lot more. Here's the duel. I'm probably gonna fucking fail it, but let's do it. And these duels, I'll show you in a second, but you can either kill the guy or, you know, kill the guy and, you know, it'd be fine because, you know, never mind. I was too slow to the gun. Damn me and my damn addiction for immersion. But in a duel, you can kill your opponent, and I don't think you lose honor for it. But I don't think you lose honor for it, but I think you gain. I don't think you gain or lose any honor. But you do gain fame. But I think you get more out of it if you spare the guy, if I remember correctly. But we'll run into one again and we'll do it. Again, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do the Bonnie, do the Bonnie line for a little bit just to see if we can get that lasso first. Because in some of the martial missions, you'll need to capture people. And again, I'm trying to do an honorable playthrough here, so we want to be able to capture people alive instead of having to just right out kill them. Some targets you won't be able to, you know, bring in alive. Some of them you will have to kill, and sometimes you may accidentally kill them, and it may not even be necessarily you that kills them. It could just be that, you know, a cougar just comes out of nowhere and attacks them, or, you know, just anything random. Like, and with this game being as dated as it is, and like it might be buggy, I don't know. I'm playing on an Xbox Series X in 2022. I think the game's had some patches since then. Maybe not anything crazy, but it might still be a little bit buggy. We'll see what happens. Editor, maybe cut through some of this ride. And here we are back at Bonnie's house. Before I go into Bonnie's, I want to show you a little secret. Pretty sure a lot of people know about this. But if you go under this bridge here, right next to Bonnie's, there's a chest down here. And this chest will give you money, I believe. I think it might give you ammo too. Okay, so it gives you just money, I believe. Money and ammo, can't remember. But basically, that chest, I don't know the exact time on it, but I know, like, every once in a while you want to come and check it as often as you can whenever you come through here, because it does refill itself. Like, it'll close back up, and once it's closed again, then you can go back and, you know, open it back up and use it to get some money. But let's go talk to Bonnie. Women and cattle.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Okay. Interesting thing here. We just had that whole little spill with, John and Bonnie. And it's crazy that that's a thing that doesn't get mentioned a lot in Red Dead 2. I think it's because it takes place like
All right,
after.
let's head over to the cow
But
pen.
yeah, John and
It's
Abigail
about
had a
time
daughter.
a budding farmer such
I
as
think
yourself
after
learned
the
how
events
to
of
herd
Red Dead 2, I
cattle.
think it was supposed to be Jack's little sister. Yeah, and again, man, these cutscenes hit different after playing the
Thank you
second
for
game.
telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
Yeah, I think
How are
low-key,
you,
I
Miss
think John was
McFarlane?
trying to, Johnny. Sorry, Johnny. Bonnie.
Whoa there.
Bonnie over here trying to,
Yeah.
trying to hit up all Mr. Marston here. Oh god, these cattle missions are. Oh, man, these cattle missions. Man.
Keep on moving.
He's got it.
Come on, easy up now. Come on.
Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston. Yeah.
So from what I understand with these cattle missions, as long as you stay behind them, they should be moving in the direction you want them. But you have to like kind of block them off, like keep them from running in different
This way.
directions.
We need to take them out to the
Oh,
pasture.
shit.
What are you herding them that way for, you imbecile?
Okay.
Slow up.
Oh my god, cows. If you would move. Tristan, tell your fucking cows to move. There we go, there we go.
Whoa.
Nail it down.
Whoa there.
There we go, there
He's
we go.
just showing off now.
Good. Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Let's go.
Oh no, they merged. It's a big one.
Swing back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
You're doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd together now. Watch for the runner.
Hope you gonna look at the herd. What the hell am I gonna look at?
Keep him tight now.
See, now we got some help. See, they got it on the sides there.
Bonnie's gonna love this.
your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Hey, $5. Yeah. So yeah,
Let's go.
cool thing with the like little bit of like building, like so in the first game, like Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm just gonna call them by the names because it's gonna get really confusing. But in Red Dead 2, like once you finish the game, you get to see that
There you are.
you know, John buys his land. You get to see him become a farmer and whatnot. And I just picked the flower there just to unlock those little challenges that I was talking about. But yeah, you get to see John, you know, become a farmer, and it's cool to see him, like, you know, it's cool to play this game again because you get to see just how far along he's come. There we go. Help that guy out. You get to see just how far he's come, like at the end of the game, you know, as a farmer.
Sure appreciate it.
My pleasure, partner.
As a farmer and rancher, whatever. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, that was like on or something. I think if we actually walked up to that and like skinned it, like you know, cooked the guy from this fucking thing, it would actually like piss him off, and he would probably try and kill us. But yeah. Anyway, I guess it's gonna. I think that's just gonna do it for today, guys. I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm probably just gonna do a couple missions at a time in each playthrough. Maybe every once in a while, maybe like, I don't know, I gotta figure this out. Maybe like every 3 episodes of just story, I'll, you know, go off and, you know, do some side stuff, because there's a lot to do on like on the side in this game. And I kind of want to get some achievements. I had almost all of them on my old account, but I've long lost that, and so I might do some side stuff, show you guys, you know, how to do some of those achievements. You know, guys, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Even, you know, some of you fuckers that watch this from Red Ribbon that, you know, are in the channel, let me know what you guys think. Should I do some side stuff? Should I just do the story? I am fine with whatever. I love this game. Am down to do whatever with it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, if you enjoy it, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And please share. We're a small channel and we are trying to grow. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.